Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of my Breaking Down RPG Maker series. Today we are going to be going over how making a map and using Tilesets works. So let's jump right in. Alright, so starting off I'm going to break down the Tilesets tab for you. Let's just make a new one, just so I don't mess too much with anything. Alright, so you'll notice that there is a bunch of stuff here. Doing an overworld, it'll be world type. If you're doing anything else, it'll be area type. Let's just, because I'm going to be screwing with it. So let's start, actually, you know what? No, let's start here. So here you'll notice that A1 is the water tile, A2 is the ground tile, A3 is the building tiles, A4 is the walls tile. The difference between the buildings and the walls is that the roofs on these walls are endless tiles, and they will do corners and everything. These ones, I mean, they'll do up and down pretty well, but side to side, not the best. And then these are just pretty much the bottom of A. So everything from here up is all a part of the A tab. That's why that one is like that. They just need to fill out more. Then we have B, which is just random tiles, same as C. You can put literally anything you want in C, D, and E. So let's then move over here, starting with passage. Got 3 options for passage. Actually, go here. I guess this will be the best place to view it. On this tent, you have O, which means the player can walk over the top of, X, which means the player cannot walk on, and star, which means the player can walk under. So you can walk into the tent, and you can walk behind the tent, but you cannot walk on the tent. Then let's go to the stairs for this one. Passage 4 directions breaks that down even more. See how here on the stairs, this little arrow, it's really hard to see, sorry, it's small, is not there. That means the player cannot walk this direction off the stair, and they can't walk this direction off the stairs. You see it here, they can't walk off the edge of this cliff. And that is how passage works. The ladder, back to B. It just, ladder, all that does, it means when the player walks on a ladder tab, they will stay facing forward. You don't want your player, when they're going up a ladder, to be facing towards you, left or right. You want them to be facing the ladder. That's all the ladder tab does. Bush means that when a player, it's this little wavy thing here. When a player walks on it, it will be somewhat opaque. Oh, here, actually, let me show you how that. So here we have a tile with the bush on it. I'm just randomly putting this. Alright. And you see when they walk on it how about halfway of their body is covered by the bush one? That is how that works. But you'll notice for like the airship, it doesn't affect it, so it only affects the player and any other events that are walking on the ground. That's what bush does. Counter, that one I'm actually going to go to inside. It's this diamond right here, and it means that if a player is standing here, and an NPC is standing here and there's a counter in between them, it means when they walk up to the counter, they will be automatically running the event for the NPC behind the counter. It just makes it so that you can click on the thing behind it. So you can put NPCs behind counters and have them still function without you having to put the event on the counter and have an extra event. Back here, then Damaged floor, I went over this in my previous video, but it's these little spikes, and if you step on it, it will hurt you. Then terrain tags. I've never really found a use for these when I'm not using plugins. Plugins use these a lot. Especially like footstep sounds and stuff like that. But you have 7 different terrain tags. I find I use regions a lot more than I use these. So, if you find a fun use for them, go for it. But, not absolutely necessary. And you can copy, paste pages and stuff like that. That's there. Again, this one's if you know coding, or the notes is if you know coding or using plugins. Otherwise, ignore that. Alright, so that is the Tilesets tab. Now, I think let's go into the Tilesets folder. Let's see, which one should I edit? Could. Sure, fine. Okay. I use GIMP, so specifically during this section, a lot of what I use is going to be GIMP. Techniques I use is GIMP specific. However, I think that you'll find this helpful either way. I set the grid to 48 to 48 because that's what my tiles are. Then I can work on editing something. So this is just make sure I don't have this set too high. I'm color selecting right now. Okay, and then X. I like that. I think that's the most efficient I've ever done that. If you zoom in, you see it's a little messy. I can further go in and delete that if I want. And I could delete the round around it. I'm just not, because I find that it gives it shape. Okay. And then I need to actually, I hit Control-C instead of Control-X. As I said, I don't use, and I think I said that in the previous video, I can't remember. I don't use shortcuts unless it's for my drawing app. Anyways, export that back over. And now you'll see, once I load it, that there's no grass surrounding this, so you can now use this water on any surface, and there's actually not a need for 1,000 different water tiles. Oh, it's not water. And it still functions and moves like water. It's just doesn't have the grass surrounding it. So you could put anything else underneath it. Here, actually, let me put an instance of that. Oh yeah, another important thing of tiles, I've been using it here without really explaining it, is the layers. Here, if you have it all of them selected, it'll auto layer it. Here is layer 1. This will be your ground, so I'm just going to grab some different ground. Sure, why not? And just slap it down here for this. This is layer 2, layer 3, layer 4. You have 4 layers to work with, so you cannot stack more than 4 tiles on top of each other. So here, let's go 3, 4. That is, I actually kind of like how that looks. That is all you can stack on top of each other is 4. If you try and stack anything else there, it deletes a layer. So anyways, let me show you this in-game too. See, it's just underneath. Yeah. The layering layers thing is new with MZ. You didn't have this in MB, and to me that makes this 100% worth it. I use this a lot, especially because the auto is somewhat reliable. But anyway, I just hit my finger on the microphone again. So anyways, let's actually make a map. So, I made a short about it, but I found a list of RPG Maker tropes and did a random generator, so this is the one I got, which is good housekeeping. You're in command now of some large organization and must keep it running smoothly. Twist: old management knew something bad is about to happen and wants the party to take the fall. The party's new underlings resent them because they like the old boss. You don't have to use the twists, but anyway, so we're going to want to start with an inside map. This is where you select it. I like doing this, but that's also because I use a bigger resolution in my game, so set whatever size of map you want. Let's see, this is going to be, let's just call it office. And let's call this home office. This will pop up every time you enter the map. That doesn't matter, there's not going to be encounters on this map. Don't want it to loop. I do want to disable dashing, and I don't need a parallax right now. Okay, so this is where you would have auto music playing in the background. If you want a parallax background, like the blue sky scrolling, this is what you would do that. This is if you want to leave notes or plugins or code here. And here is if you have encounters on the map. This is where you would do that. I'll go over that in my enemies video. But anyways, create this map. You'll notice that the parallax, because I did make it bigger than the 17 by 13 size, loops. So I'd probably want to select one like this that is made to loop like that. But anyways, let's by covering up the sky but in the background. Let's see, let's do some wood. Big off. I was thinking it's kind of like a hunter's lodge. And the main character has taken it over from their father, who's gone missing. When I say hunter's lodge, I mean like Sam and Dean hunters. Supernatural hunters, not like pew pew, I have a gun hunters. I don't know, man. I really don't. And let's why did I build this so low? Okay, so you can shift things the way I just did it, which is I hold down right click and I can select. Pencil makes an exact stamp, but with square you have to drag it. Pencil, I'm not explaining anything I'm doing. Pencil is just 1 by 1. Square is click and drag and you get a square. Circle, same thing, click and drag, fills an entire space. And this is how you edit shadows. You click on a non-shadowed area to create a shadow, and click on a shadowed area to delete the shadow. Like, for instance, that. That. Let's do that. There. Anyways. Yeah, I want it. There we go, much better. And let's add some cool windows with curtains. Windows aren't designed for 3 layers, they're designed for 2. Or modern problems call for modern solutions. I really wish this was 3 instead of 2. It's, let's have him kind of overwatching everything. And then a ridiculously opulent rug. That says to do purple, because purple is the color of royalty. It feels kind of pretentious. So if I actually change those to purple. And let's actually move the curtains from those, because I did not like the color. And then I can grab it. Oh, but then I could... Oh, I might change it back to red. Just so I can do this really quick. Or I could do it pink. Pink works. And I can use this rug instead. Yeah, okay. Oh, I need the square. And then let's add an okay. Okay. Not 100% sold on it, but you know, we'll live with it for now. Yep. Okay. Then, boop. Alright, so I do this so I can clearly show a marked entrance and exit. And yeah, sure, this is a square map. However, it also isn't, because it's missing a hunk right here. And it needs some motion to make it feel alive. So let's see. Looking for a very specific thing. I'll tell you when I find it. That's not it, but I'm going to use that momentarily. Here we go. Only curtains. Just adding some type of movement into the world immediately makes it feel more lived in and alive versus just using a very still map. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna put with. Here, let me pop down the characters in here. And I have dashing disabled, so even though I have auto dash on, they won't dash in here. Not my best map, but you know, not my worst. I need to add some more details on to the walls. But looking pretty good so far. I do say so myself, and I say so. Oh, is that a map? That feels like something. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. 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 Okay, over. Okay. Okay. Ooh, actually, I want the clerk down here. I need some books and crap to put on. I have plans. I'm gonna get copyrighted if I keep humming that. Anyways. Ooh. Banners. Field. And there's the empty shelf. There we go. Now this map is a lot more interesting. So we're just gonna have field. Person behind here. Like, welcome back. Did the lunch go well? It's a big girl. Her name shall be question mark. Leave below in the comments if you have ideas for a name. Anyways. So, again. See how I can talk to her through the counter and go up and talk to her? That is because the counter tag is on this counter. Anyways, upstairs. Yeah, okay. Alright. Then this be kind of a dining hall, kitchen-y hangout. And this would be the office. Be at it. I thought this was good. So let's actually real quick, I will speed map those out. You on the other side. Alright, that's us. Blow them up. Let's go into the dining hall. I can run in here because I did not disable dashing. And we have this tiny room out here. And yeah, that is it for the first map. I hope y'all learned something, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!